Hi, so we are going to continue from the last video, which was video 1, and that was just getting us very much started with logging into the GrowthGenius app, adding your email address, adding your LinkedIn profile so that you can do your sending from those accounts to some like hundreds or thousands of contacts. So we are going to move on to the next step, which is actually finding those contacts, adding them to campaigns, setting up those campaigns here. Okay, so to do that, we are going to go to the left of the screen, our navigation bar again, and we're going to start by going to prospects, which is this circle. And prospects is a great place to start because you never know where a campaign is going to go until you know who it is that you're targeting. So if I know that I'm reaching out to owners, I'm going to give them a very specific value proposition. I'm going to talk about specific pain points that owners have compared to maybe directors of finance or heads of marketing or any other titles out there. So determine who it is that you're targeting and then create the campaign on email or LinkedIn. So what I've done is I've actually done a fuzzy search. So within this prospect page on the left are all these filters that you can use to narrow down the original 250 million contacts that we had down to, in this case, 8 million contacts just by putting in owner. When I typed it in, it's doing a fuzzy search is what we call it, which means that by just typing in a word here, it's going to pull up every variation of that word or of that title. So any variations of the owner title will be captured. So I might get owner slash manager, owner slash CEO, owner slash belly dancer, whatever it might be, all those things will be captured, but they will all at least be owners. Now, that being said, you might see some stuff you don't like product owner or assistant to owner, or things like that, at which point you will want to exclude some words. So maybe I exclude the word product, and that would refine the list further. So other things that you can do if you really don't have the patience to go through excluding and playing around with that fuzzy search is that I can always do an exact search. So I can select this button here and type in owner, and now it's only going to search for owner titles. It's not going to give me any of those variations that we had before, which means that you're going to have some cleaner data and it's going to give you exactly the results that you're expecting, but it's not going to give you all of those different variations that lead to the 8 million owners. Now it's going to be shrunk down to 5 million owners, which isn't bad, but the game here with the prospect searcher is always doing a bit of a push and pull between refining the list and expanding it so that you have enough contacts to ultimately go after with a campaign. So you can filter by region, by country, city, state, by in the people's interests, by specific companies. So if you're targeting people within specific enterprise organizations, you can type out those company names. Or if you want to be reaching out to restaurants, put in the word restaurant, and it will pull up every single company that has the word restaurant in its title, or the company size, or the industry. So there's a whole bunch of stuff here that you can work with to refine down this list to the exact type of people that you want to be targeting. Once you have added your filters, always save your search filters. This will mean that you don't have to retype in all those filters every single time you log in. So you'll type in those filters, or give it a save search, or give it a title. So maybe it's owners, April 7th or whatever, press save. And then the next time I log in, it'll show up in my saved searches. Other things you can do here is upload a do not prospect list. So if you have a list of the domains of the businesses that are your existing clients or competitors that you want to make sure you never accidentally reach out to, upload them as a CSV file here. Or the opposite, if you are a key account manager or you're looking for enterprise accounts, you can actually upload a list of 100 companies that you want to be targeting for clients within. And then it will source the contacts that work at those 100 companies. Once you like your list, then you'll go ahead and either just select the contacts that you want to add. By doing that, it's actually pulling right now 100 prospects by pulling the whole page. When I actually go ahead and add them, it's going to move them from available to saved, which basically means that the available prospects are people that I can purchase, I can add to my campaign. Once I've added them, it's not gonna let me add the same 2 people twice. So it's always gonna let me add new contacts to campaigns. And it's only gonna show me the available ones which are new contacts. If I pulled this 100 prospects, it would also charge me 100 credits. So the way our system works is on a credit system. So you can buy different tiered plans that give you a different number of credits. Now, I'm gonna actually click on add prospects. And when I do that, I have a couple other options here. I would always recommend giving this list a name. So maybe I wanna call these 100 prospects owners, April 7th or whatever it is. And then I can also select to add more than 100 prospects. So maybe I actually want 500, or I can make sure that these contacts, these 500 contacts, automatically get added to an email or a LinkedIn campaign. And I do that by selecting that email or LinkedIn campaign here. And the last thing I can do is make sure that I'm only adding verified email addresses. So this is a very unique feature that the GrowthGenius app has. What we're doing is we're tying into a program called Never Bounce and actually checking every single one of these 500 contacts to see which contacts have a verified email address and which ones are bouncing. So if you select this button, only contacts that have verified email addresses will be added to this list. So the good news is that you're getting really good quality data. The downside is that you might have pulled 500, but only 300 contacts have a verified email address. So you go search this list and you're only seeing 300 contacts there and you're wondering what's going on. I pulled 500. Well, it's removed the 200 people that are not part of this list. In that case, you would only get charged 300 credits too. All right, so on the next video, we're going to go through setting up the sequences and checking out the contacts too. All right, thanks.